have two little girls who spend their weekends cruising around in their very awesome Cybertruck.
Cool.
I'd love to know when we can add Optimus to the family.
Oh yeah, it's a good question. So this year we hopefully will be able to make about 5,000 Optimus robots. We're technically we're aiming for enough parts to make 10,000, maybe 12,000. But since it's a totally new product with totally new, like everything is totally new, I'll say like we're succeeding if we get to half the 10,000 now. But even 5,000 robots, that's the size of a Roman legion, FYI, which is like a little scary thought, like a whole legion of robots. I'd be like, whoa, yeah. But I think we'll literally build a legion, or at least one legion of robots this year. And then probably 10 legions next year. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool unit.
It's really interesting hearing that lady's question to Elon there, saying, hey, when are we going to get Optimus? And for those of you who do not know, Optimus is a robot that Mr. Elon Musk is in the process of creating and making, and they're going to be releasing that here to the public, I think he said next year. So this conversation, he's doing a Q&A with people, and this conversation just took place a couple days ago. And so he's responding and he's talking about how they're in the process of making these robots, and then he refers to how there will be a Roman legion. Now, I don't know what is more scary, that woman who actually wants this robot within her house and adding it to the family, as she worded it, which is terrifying, and it blows my mind to just consider. But also Elon's response in referring to the robots as a Roman legion. Now that's just fascinating to me. What we know about the Roman Empire is that it never was defeated. It just kind of broke apart. Now, if you're familiar with, end times prophecy, you guys are probably familiar by now with how there was 4 empires. You had the Babylonian Empire, you had the Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, and the Roman Empire. And that's all found in Daniel chapter 7. But the Roman Empire just kind of broke apart. It was never defeated. And so we are looking for this revived Roman Empire, which is, referencing Revelation chapter 13. And so we think that's going to be surfacing sometime in the very near future. And it's already in the process of it. And so it's really fascinating how Elon is referring to these robots as being a part of a Roman legion. So there's a connection there to the Roman Empire, which I think is really, really fascinating, because I personally could see this being used during the tribulation and whatnot. So it's just really interesting seeing how this is all coming together. But in Luke chapter 8, just going back to the idea of a legion, Jesus talked to this demon-possessed man. He said, hey, what is your name? And he said Legion, because many demons had entered him. Now, what's fascinating about our time right now is that we are in the world of AI. It is not unusual for you and I to talk to our phone and to ask our phone questions and to say all kinds of keywords that our phone picks up on. And why this is almost terrifying in a sense is because now Satan is being given a voice, and many people are listening to it, and it's in the form of AI. So we ask a computer a question, and then the computer gives us a response, and that response is going to basically guide us or lead us in, or influence us into a way of thinking, because we think that AI is that it's not biased. We think that it's not, it doesn't have its own agenda, but I would argue differently. I think that there's some very satanic things lurking behind the scenes, and I think that is what we're seeing. And so, giving AI a voice is one thing, but now we are giving AI a body, and it's in the form of a robot called Optimus. And so you're seeing a super intelligent AI being introduced into a body, which I think is fascinating, and it is all happening at breakneck speed. And so we're just seeing it unfold, guys. Time seems to be short.